Welcome to Creative World. In this video, we will solve Chapter 3 exercise problem number 3.15. While solving this problem, we will be using Kirchoff's current law. According to this law, a cumulative current on a node inside an electrical network is always equal to 0. Sum of all entering currents on a node is always equal to sum of all leaving currents from that node. We also will be using Ohm's law. According to this law, voltage across any resistance R is the product of current through it and the value of resistance itself. Now move towards the problem. Exercise problem number 3.15. Use nodal analysis to find the value of current I0 in given below figure. This is the circuit diagram of given problem. Inside this network, we have to find the value of current through this 2 kilo ohm resistive branch labeled as I0 with this specific direction. And we have to apply nodal analysis technique on this network. So without wasting time, let's proceed towards the solution of the network. We know that in order to apply nodal analysis on any network, we have to follow some steps. First step includes finding out the maximum number of node voltage equations that can be retrieved from that network. So using this equation we can find out that figure. In this equation n represents number of nodes exist in that network. In this network there are 4 number of nodes, so 4 minus 1 will be equal to 3. So maximum 3 number of node voltage equations can be retrieved from this network. In next step we have to label all unknown non-reference node voltage. This node is taken as a reference or ground node. Other 3 non-reference node voltage are labeled as V1, V2 and V3. In next step we have to assume all unknown branch currents along with their directions. Now we will apply one by one Kirchoff's current law on these particular nodes to find out their voltage equations. We will start from here. On this node one current is entering while 2 currents are leaving. Entering current is taken with positive sign while leaving currents are taken with negative sign. In next step we have to replace these two currents with their respective equations. Current I2 will be equal to V1 minus V3 divided by 1 kilo ohm. Here this 1 kilo ohm resistance is connected between two non-reference nodes. So voltage across this 1 kilo ohm resistance will be equal to the difference of these two node voltage. Direction of current I2 through this 1 kilo ohm resistance is from node 1 to node 3. Which is indicating that potential on node 1 is higher than node 3. So the difference of these two node voltages will be taken as V3 will be subtracted from V1 and current through this 1 kilo ohm resistance, that is I2, will be equal to the difference of these two node voltages V1 minus V3 divided by 1 kilo ohm. Similarly, current I1 will be equal to the potential difference of V1 and minus 6 volt divided by 1 kilo ohm. Here also this 1 kilo ohm resistance is connected between two non-reference nodes. But here we have taken the value of V2 as minus 6 volt because this node is connected to a voltage source having the value of 6 volt and the polarity of voltage source is negative terminal is connected to this node while the positive terminal is grounded. So negative 6 volt will be appearing on this node with respect of ground. That's why we have taken the value of V2 as minus 6 volt. And in this equation we also have replaced V2 with its value, that is minus 6 volt. So potential difference between these two nodes will be equal to V1 minus into minus 6 volt divided by 1 kilo ohm resistance to find out the value of current I1. Now multiply this equation on both sides with 1 kilo ohm in order to omit all denominator values. This minus will multiply with minus outside of the bracket, it will become plus 6 volt. And product of 1 kilo ohm and 4 milliampere will result 4 volt. Here product of 1 kilo ohm and 1 kilo ohm in denominator will cancel out with each other. Same case will be applied here also. Now open these brackets, minus sign will multiply with variables inside the brackets. The equation will become 4 volt minus V1 minus 6 volt minus V1 plus V3 equal to 0. Now add 4 volt and 6 volt together, it will become minus 2 volt. Sum of minus V1 and minus V1 will become minus 2V1 and plus V3 equal to 0. Place this minus 2 volt on the other hand side of equal. The equation will become minus 2V1 plus V3 equal to 2V. We cannot further solve this equation, so leave it for now and label it as equation A. It is the first node voltage equation of this network. Now there is no need to apply Kirchoff's current law on this node because this node voltage is already known, which is minus 6 volt. So we will apply Kirchoff's current law on this third node. On this node, two currents are entering, I2 and I0, while only one current is leaving, that is 2 milliampere, and leaving current is taken with negative sign. Now we have to replace current I2 and I0 with their respective equations. Current I2 will be equal to, as we have calculated in previous step, V1 minus V3 divided by 1 kilo ohm. Similarly, current I0 will be equal to minus 6 volt minus V3 divided by 2 kilo ohm. In order to omit all denominator values, we will multiply this equation on both sides with 2 kilo ohm. Product of 2 kilo ohm and 1 kilo ohm in denominator will cancel out with each other. Only 2 will left, and that 2 will multiply with V1 minus V3. Here product of 2 kilo ohm will cancel out with 2 kilo ohm in denominator. Only minus 6 volt minus V3 will left. And here product of 2 kilo ohm and 2 milliampere will result 4 volt. Now open these brackets and add minus 6 volt and minus 4 volt together, it will become minus 10 volt, and place this minus 10 volt on the other hand side of equal, it will become plus 10 volt. Product of 2 and V1 will become 2V1 and product of 2 and V3 will become 2V3. Now add these values having same variables together. The equation will become 2V1 minus 3V3 equal to 10 volt. This is the second node voltage equation of this network. Up to this point, we have retrieved two node voltage equations of this network. We will try to solve these two equations in order to find out the value of voltage V3. If we succeed to find out the value of voltage V3, we will subtract V3 from V2 and divide it with 2 kilo ohm in order to find out the value of I0, and it is the required parameter in this scenario. So in order to find out the value of V3, we will add these two equations together. Sum of minus 2V1 and 2V1 will cancel out with each other. Sum of minus 3V3 and V3 will become minus 2V3. On the other hand side of equal, sum of 10 volt and 2 volt will become 12 volt. Divide on both sides with minus 2 to calculate the value of voltage V3, that will become minus 6 volt. Now we will use this equation to calculate the value of current I0, that is equal to minus 6 volt minus V3 divided by 2 kilo ohm. Replace V3 with its value, that is minus 6 volt. Open these brackets, it will become plus 6 volt. Now the sum of minus 6 volt and plus 6 volt will become 0 volt, and 0 volt divided by 2 kilo ohm will result 0 ampere. So the value of current I0 is equal to 0 ampere, and this is because the potential difference across this 2 kilo ohm resistance is 0. Minus 6 volt is appearing on node 2 and the value of V3 is also minus 6 volt. So there is no potential difference between these two nodes. That's why current through this 2 kilo ohm resistance is also 0 ampere. So this was all about chapter 3 exercise problem number 3.15. Thank you. See you again in next video.